Hey, what's up YouTube? It's been way too long since I've done this, but with the coin shortage, it's been a little bit more difficult to get coins than what it used to. We're going to be coin roll hunting these pennies today. I've already been through the rolls to see if we had any good enders. I didn't see anything worth mentioning. Let's get right into it. We found our first wheat penny on the second roll. Let's flip it over and see what it is. It's a 1945 out of Philadelphia. Let's get back to the rolls and see what else we find. Alright, this has the makings of a really good box. This is roll number 3, and I just came across this 1942 Philadelphia wheat cent. He's beat up pretty bad, but he's still a keeper. Let's flip him over and take a look at the reverse. Not too good a shape, but we're going to keep him. Alright, we're still on roll 3, and we've got another wheat cent. Here it is. Here's the reverse. Let's flip it over and take a look at the obverse. Very nice. That's an old one right there. 1920 Philadelphia wheat cent. That's the oldest from the box so far. But then again, we're only 3 rolls in. Let's put this aside and keep digging. Alright, we're on roll number 6, and we've got this 1958 Denver wheat cent. Looks to be in pretty good shape. We have 4 wheat pennies out of the first 6 rolls. Roll number 11, 1951 Denver. This is wheat penny number 6. Alright, I'm back again. This is roll number 17, and here's another wheat penny. I haven't looked at the obverse yet. Let's flip it and see what year we have. There you go, 1945 Philadelphia. Roll number 17, and this is the first Canadian penny. It's a copper 1964. And here's a shot of the obverse. Now these Canadian pennies aren't being made anymore, and they're supposed to be turned into the government. So down the road, these pennies will be more and more valuable. The melt value of this is currently about 3 cents, and there are several errors to look for on this, like the extra spine, hanging 4, double hanging 4, and the missing G. We'll take a look at those in a later video when we go through our Canadian penny collection. Oh yeah, here we've got a 1921 out of Philadelphia. For anybody new to this, we know it's out of Philadelphia because there's no mint mark. That's what a 99-year-old penny looks like. It has plenty blemishes and scratches, but for being 99 years old, you can't complain about that. And here's a shot of the reverse. All right, here we go again. I'm halfway through. I'm on roll number 25 out of the 50 rolls, and I just rolled up on this 1936 wheat cent out of Philadelphia. Let's take a look at the reverse. I'm not complaining. Okay, I'm going to finish up this roll. 25 more to go. Not a bad half box so far. 8 wheat pennies and 1 Canadian penny. We're on roll 31, and this guy just popped up. Got a little bit of a glare there. But let's flip it over and see what year it is. And it's a decent-looking 1957 D right out of Denver. I'm pretty sure that's our first wheat penny today minted out of Denver. This is a 1982 D small date. This penny could be worth over $10,000 depending on what it's made out of. If you want to know how to tell if you have a $10,000 1982 D penny, click the link at the end of this video to find out why you should check all of your 1982 Ds. Here's a 1969 S. Whenever you come across these, you want to definitely look to see if you have the DDO variety. If you do have a 69S with a double die obverse, you've got a very expensive coin on your hands. This one right here, I can already tell with the naked eye, there's no doubling on Liberty and there's no doubling of the date. If you come across the DDO for this year, it's very obvious. You just have to know what to look for. Look for doubling on Liberty and doubling on the date. And if you think you may come across this coin, make sure you check out that link above. Roll number 43, we're getting ready to close this box out. Here's another wheat penny. Let's flip it and see what we have. It's a 1958 D right out of Denver once again. All right, I'm going to get through these last 7 rolls. I'm hoping to be back a time or two before it's over. It ain't over yet. 6 rolls left. 1951 wheat penny. And there's the reverse. And we're still in it. Same roll. 1957 Denver. Roll 47. This one caught me off guard. I looked up after sorting a few pennies and saw the face on here. It's definitely not something you see on a daily basis. This right here is a 1974 Republic of Panama penny. I'll do a little research and we'll talk about it more during the recap. I weighed all of the 1983 pennies. All of them were zinc. I weighed all of the 1982 pennies and separated the zinc from the copper. And I checked to make sure there wasn't a 1982 small date in the copper. If you do have a 1982 small date, that weighs approximately 3.11 grams, you've got a very rare penny, and you can click the video link above to tell you more about that. Here we have the 2009 series for the Lincoln penny. I found 3 early childhood. No formative years are found. 6 professional life. And 1 presidency. A couple of them have a decent looking reverse, but the obverse is in bad shape. These are the 3 right here that are in the best shape. And here's the reverse. Alright, here we go with the breakdown of all of the wheat pennies found today. We're going to look under this microscope. Here we've got the 1958 Denver. And here's the reverse. We've got another 1958. This one is also Denver. We're checking all of these for doubling as we're looking at them, as well as issues with the mint marks. And here's the reverse. Next on board, 1957. We have 2 1957s. And here's the first one. It's a 1957 out of Denver. I don't see any doubling on here. It looks like you might have a little bit of a double on the mint mark at the top left portion of the D. I looked at it with a loop instead of changing the view on the microscope and zooming in on it. It looks like it's just due to wear. And there's the reverse. And then we've got our other 1957. This is another one out of Denver. You can see this D is a different version than the last one. No issues with this one. Let's check out the reverse. Okay, now we're going to move on to 1951. We also have 2 1951 wheat pennies. Here's the first one, 1951 out of Philadelphia. No doubling, no mint mark. And then here's the reverse. It's got some dings, but I don't see any issues with it. And here's the other 1951. This is a 51 out of Denver. And I don't see any issues with this either on the obverse. And here's the reverse. Okay, then we move on to 1945. Once again, we've got doubles for 1945. Here's the first one. It's 1945 out of Philadelphia. And the reverse right here. Okay, and here's the other. 1945, once again, Philadelphia. No doubling. Check out the reverse. Now we're moving on to 1942. 1942 is in rough shape. Let's check out the reverse. Again, very rough shape, but it's a wheat penny. We'll take it. And then we have this one right here. This is a 1936, minted in Philadelphia. And the reverse right there. All right, now we're moving on. We've got 2 of these left, and then we've got the foreign coins. 1921, 99 years old. Not too bad for 99 years. This coin has seen a lot of years and a lot of abuse. It's been in a lot of pockets. And then our 100-year-old coin is right here, the 1920. This looks a little bit better. It's got a nice gash across his ear. And then here's the reverse. There we go. That's it for the wheat cents. Now let's talk about the foreign coins that were found. And here's our Canadian penny. Not much to brag about. They're not making pennies in Canada anymore. So this one right here is the 1964. It's made mostly of copper, and its melt value is probably worth about 3 cents. Like I said earlier, they're not making these anymore, so it is a keeper. And finally, we've got our Panamanian 1 centesimo. That is an awesome looking coin. These coins were minted between 1935 to 2008. There's not a lot of value here because so many of these coins were minted between those years. From 1935 to 1937, only about 200,000 of these were minted each year. So in average circulation for those 3 years, you're talking about $5. Something in real good condition. One of these in real good condition might get you about $15. And this particular one, I don't know, in its condition, it might be worth about 30, 40, 50 cents. If you found this video informative, smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. Your views are very important to me. And if you're still interested in finding out if you've got that 1982 Denver minted small date penny worth thousands of dollars, go ahead and click that video on the screen. Before watching this video, have you ever seen a Panamanian cent like the one pictured in this video? Leave your comments below. Thanks for watching. Mint Miser, out.